everyone. I'm Jennifer from the YMCA, and I am here today with my friend Diane and my friend Amy. And we are here with a flow class today for you. So we are going to start with just a mat is all you need. No shoes are necessary. And we'll start standing in an equal standing pose. So go ahead and take your feet about hip width apart and feel all 4 points of your feet firmly grounded into the mat. From here, let's bring our hands to our heart center. And as we flow today, I encourage you to listen to your bodies. Amy and Diane will be showing modifications, so you can follow along at any level that serves you best. Now, from this equal standing pose, let's go ahead and blink our eyes closed. And just begin to notice how you feel. Bringing awareness to this moment with a softness to your face and jaw. Today, let's bring our attention and our focus to gratitude. Feeling grateful for our bodies and how they move and bend and lift us. Feeling grateful for our minds, how they dream and think and wonder. And feeling grateful for our spirits and how they connect us to one another and our hope and joy and peace. Now, with our hands still at our heart center and eyes closed, start to imagine your heart. Our heart chakra is the color green. Can you imagine a shiny green emerald glowing from your heart? Now we wrap our breath around our body, mind, and spirit in the spirit of gratitude and around that heart center. So begin to notice your breath. Notice your full inhales and full exhales. Being aware of the source of our breath. It is full and long from within. Keeping that steady flow of breath now, let's release our hands slowly from our heart and flip the palms forward as we slowly blink our eyes open. With our palms forward in a posture of receiving, let's begin to move our bodies now. Taking an inhale to reach the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, soften the knees and sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, sweep back. Continue here. And as our bodies start to warm up, perhaps you sink a little lower as you sweep the arms back, bending our knees. Now matching the breath again, inhaling up and exhaling back. Beautiful. Now let's keep the same rhythm, friends, but adding a rotation. So this next time, sweep to the side, come on up, and sweep to the other side. Very nice. Inhale up, and exhale, sweep. Inhale up. Last time. Now hold it reaching up. On the exhale, let's bring our arms out to a cactus pose with a mini back bend. So think of lifting that heart chakra, that shiny emerald, shining forward, lifting up. From here, reach the arms back up, clasp the hands, and let's tip over to the side. Can you pull your top elbow back and look up? Inhaling past through center. Try growing a little taller and then exhaling to the other side. Inhale back to center and exhale on down. Beautiful. Let's repeat now. Bringing the palms forward again. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep it back. Big inhale, big exhale. Letting that energy flow here. Feeling good in our body. Feeling grateful for our bodies. Good. This next time, add rotation. Let's sweep to the side. Yes. And to the other side. You're in charge of how low you go here as you're waking up through the hips and the knees. One more each side. Holding it up this time, and again opening up to that cactus. Rise up through your heart center. Shine the emerald. Bring your arms up, and let's bend to the side again. Easy side stretch. Inhale to center. Other side, reaching up and out. And back to center. Exhale, hands come right down the middle. Beautiful. Now from here, friends, let's step out wide into a 5-point star. So our toes are turned out, and then our arm reach up. Inhale, expand, lift the heart. Exhale, squat down into a little plie. So we inhale, open up. Exhale, come down. Once again, as we're warming up, perhaps we'll sit a little lower, opening up those hips. If that doesn't serve you, stay higher. Yes, find what works best for you. Exhaling down. Couple more times. Good. Now this time, friends, hold it here and turn the toe out to the side. Your back foot then turns down to a 45-degree angle, reaching the arms in opposition. Bending the front knee then and gazing over the front middle finger. Expanding through the arms. Stretch wide. Now can you flip your front palm, tip a little forward, and then back. Now we're opening up through the side seam. Breathe right through those ribs. Feel the stretch. Next, let's bring our elbow above the knee. Some of you will choose to go a little further down or stay a little higher. Very good. Let's take the back arm now and begin to draw a circle. Just letting go through the shoulder girdle. Maybe we'll take this time to be thankful for the sun as it rises and sun that sets. Thinking about how the sun rises and sets for us every day. Let's reverse that circle. Beautiful. This next time, then hold the arm back and return to that side stretch. Can you sink into the lunge just a little more? Beautiful. And then back to that warrior two where we started. And back to the 5-point star. Reach up, look up. Exhale, come down. We'll repeat that on the other side. The breath is centering us. The mind is in the movement. This next time, open up. Let's pivot the other toe forward, other heel in. Again, expand through those arms. Bend the front knee and feel that nice work. Looking over the front fingertips. Holding the pose like the sky holds the weather. Now let's flip the palm and tip it back. So again, that nice long side seam stretch, looking up. And returning to that elbow now. So extended right angle, beginning to circle that arm. Keeping our intention around gratitude. Thinking about the complete circle that we're drawing. And then reversing that circle. So go the other direction. Fantastic. The next time it's back, hold the arm back and add that other arm now, stretching into that reverse warrior. Let's return to fingertips, stretching, 5-point star. Exhale down. Now we'll do one more time like that, just adding a couple more poses. I hope you're all feeling great. I appreciate Amy and Diane joining me today. It's so fun to be together in community. Let's hold this next one out then, and again, tip your toes to the side. Bend the knee, feel the big open stretch. Let's flip and tip. Come on back. Returning to extended right angle now. Some of you will stay right here. Others will straighten the front leg then and make it into a triangle. There's plenty of ways you can make a triangle, being grateful for all the shapes our bodies can make. You might look up toward the top hand or look down. Find what serves you best. Keeping the legs straight, let's tip on back, stretching through the side seam once again. Good. Come back to center again, everyone. 5-point star. Exhale down. Come up and down. Hopefully the breath is still with us. Once more down. This time expand. Warrior 2. Pivot the toes. Bend the knee. Flip the palm and tip back. Back to extended right angle. Find what serves you best. And again, that option for triangle, straightening out the front leg and then feeling that hamstring and inner thigh. Beautiful form. Let's tip back once again, reversing the triangle. Reach up, stretch up. Exhale, center. So good. Now we're going to change it just slightly as we work through these next poses. Go one more time down and come back to the side where we started. Now this time we'll pivot both toes this way and find a crescent lunge. So if anyone would like to drop to their knee, they could, or hold it right up here. This is great as well. Now let's try a humble warrior, reaching the fingertips up and sweeping back. Feeling that connection with each other as we move through our poses. Beautiful. This next time, hold it down, please. Bring both hands inside of the front foot and getting into a little lower lunge. Some of you might even drop that knee if that feels good. Super. Now from this place, let's step that front foot back. Both legs are back now in a downward dog. Push the floor away. Now let's take the other leg forward. So the other leg is leading. Engage the core, ground down, and rise back up to that crescent lunge. Very nice. Good job, Amy. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, rise up. Again, feeling that humble warrior connect us to each other, to the earth. Beautiful. This next time, hold it down. Again, that low lunge. Some of us will stay up. Some of us will drop the knee. What feels good? What opens your hip? It's such an important area to open. It holds a lot of emotion and energy in our hips. Now from this place, we'll step that front foot back again and hold that downward dog. So we're spreading out the fingers and pushing the floor away. Let's hold here for 3 full cycles of breath. Maybe you'll even close your eyes as you're breathing and holding it forward, releasing the neck. Perhaps you're shaking out your head, yes and no. You're still in downward dog. All right, so continuing just to hold your down dog. We'll take one more nice big breath. And then as we inhale, let's come down to the knees. We're going to start to shift our weight forward. Maybe the hands walk a little bit forward, finding yourself in a kneeling plank. So option here would be to come into a full plank. We could also lower onto our elbows for forearms if that feels better. But let's just find that nice solid plank, tucking that belly up and in, lengthening through the spine. We'll take one more breath in your plank and then bending the right knee, let that knee just fall down toward the mat. And we're going to start to open up into a side plank. Maybe lifting that top arm up, or maybe it feels better to keep it at your hip or even add a little shoulder opener, drawing it into that low back. Maybe you're ready for a little kneeling star, lifting that top leg away. Ah, so good. We'll take one more breath here.
And then as you exhale, let's come back to that center plank. So maybe you're on your knees, perhaps you're on your feet. Stay right there, take 2 more big breaths. I'm just gonna switch. And on that next breath, that left knee is gonna float down to the mat, and we'll start to open up onto the other side. Perhaps we stay kneeling, or we take that star pose. Taking 1 more big breath here. And as you exhale, coming back to the center, finding that plank once again. And we're gonna repeat that. So let's take that left side first this time, either lowering to the knee or rolling onto the outside of the foot, finding that full plank position. Doesn't matter where you choose to work. Perhaps you're ready for a little more challenge and wanna open up into that star position. Oh, you guys look strong. Take 1 more big breath here. And as you exhale, come back to the center, find that plank. Maybe you want to take a little break, come to the knees and slide into child's pose for just 1 breath, or you might feel nice and strong and stay where you are. So 1 more breath right here, and then we're going to repeat on that right side. So perhaps the knee lowers. Maybe you just roll to the outside of that foot, opening up. Again, option to add maybe that star pose, right? Or coming to the knee. 1 more nice big breath. And as we exhale, coming on back to that solid plank position. Rooting through the palms, kind of broadening through that upper back. Take 1 breath here. Then we're gonna drop down to those knees and slide on back to your child's pose, giving that low back a little release. Now we're gonna walk those knees a bit wider, allow that head to find a resting position, and just calm the body with your breath. Take 1 more round of breath in your child's pose. And then we're gonna lift up onto hands and knees. We're gonna move into a gates pose and camel pose, little combo next. So we're gonna come to our knees. If you have sensitive knees, it might be helpful to double up your mat or even use your carpet at home. All right, so we'll start with a little camel prep this morning. Again, another heart opener. So as you inhale, allow those right fingertips to begin to float up. And as you exhale, we might start to reach back toward that heel. Maybe you follow those fingers with the eyes. Take another big breath as that arm reaches back up toward the sky. And as we exhale, we let it float back down to those hips. And let's do that other side. Inhale, that other arm reaches up, reaching back toward the heel. Nice big breath as we follow the fingers with the eyes. And we find that center. Now let's take that right leg and step it out to the side. All right, now that foot is going to be parallel with the short edge of your mat here. And really think about grounding into the outer edge of the foot. Lengthen up through the spine at first. We'll take a big breath to float that arm up. And as you exhale, begin to lean over toward that long leg. Feel that side body begin to open. All right, so we'll take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, begin to tuck that tail, rooting into the heels, start to peel the spine away. Take a big breath at the top. Feel those ribs opening up with air. That belly is soft, so it should rise also. On your next exhale, let's let the spine work its way back down to the mat, starting at the top and working your way to that tailbone. So we're going to try that 1 more time. A nice big inhale here. As we exhale, tucking that tail, pushing into those heels, we rise, finding our bridge. Now we've been talking a little bit today about gratitude and heart opening. So here's 1 more option for a bit of a heart opener. Maybe your hands just start to walk a little closer to your feet. We could also interlace your fingers below, or your hands below your back, and start to reach the hands closer to the feet. Now, if you want, this is a bit of a bind, but if you'd like, you could also roll 1 shoulder under the body at a time, opening that heart a little bit more. So we'll just take 1 more breath, and then gently releasing the hands, we're going to unroll each shoulder and let that spine slowly lower to your mat. Wonderful. Give those knees a little hug. And then as you take your next breath, just float those feet up to the sky. We can flex through those feet, giving those hamstrings a little length. It may feel nice to add a gentle pull in the back of your legs. And then we'll release that, just drawing both knees into the chest. Let's come into a lying twist. So we'll allow those hands just to drop out to the sides. Both knees will lower toward the camera here, or toward your TV, your screen. We'll look up toward the ceiling, or perhaps you're going to look toward your back arm. Let's just take one more big breath. And as we exhale, bracing through those abdominals, bring those knees gently back to that tabletop. We'll pause here for a breath. And as you exhale, both knees will lower away from your screen. Shoulders stay grounded. We might be looking up, or we could look forward toward that screen. One more nice full breath. And as we exhale, gently bracing that belly, we'll bring those legs back to tabletop. You might give them one more little squeeze to that chest. And then we're going to release, coming into Shavasana for our final relaxation today. Making yourself comfortable, right? You might want to grab a sweatshirt, a little blankie if you're at home. You can allow those legs to sort of just fall open. Maybe the palms are up. Closing those eyes and letting that breath find its natural rhythm. So allowing those feet perhaps just to melt a little deeper into the mat, softening the legs. Those hips dropping a little heavier into the floor. Relaxing the belly and that low back. And allowing those shoulder blades to drop a little deeper. As those shoulder blades sink, we might feel a slight opening in the heart once again. Relaxing the upper back and the tops of those shoulders. And allowing those arms to release, letting the elbows sink a little heavier. Softening your hands and your fingers. Soften the jaw. And make sure that tongue is relaxed. Allow it to be just rest in the mouth. Soften your lips, maybe the mouth open. We'll release those cheeks. And relax that space around the eye. Between your eyes, that third eye, allowing those eyes to feel soft and light. Softening that forehead and relaxing your scalp. And then once again, maybe just taking a moment to thank your body for its willingness to practice today and all the things you're able to do. With your next few breaths, we can start to gently awaken the body. Maybe you wiggle the fingers or the toes softly. You might start to move the limbs just a bit. And when you're ready, you can bend a knee, letting that foot find the mat. And then bending that other leg. You might take those knees and give them a little hug toward the chest, maybe a gentle rock. And just see which side feels a little more inviting, and roll onto your side, just pausing there for a few breaths. And as you pause on your side, I'm going to share a poem about gratitude by Melody Beatty. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It turns problems into gifts, failures into success, the unexpected into perfect timing, and mistakes into important events. Gratitude makes sense of the past. It brings peace for today, and it creates a vision for tomorrow. And when you feel ready, slowly find a comfortable seated position. And we'll just end with a breath here. So as we inhale, let those arms reach up toward the sky, gathering the palms together, exhaling as we let our hands find our heart. And namaste. Thank you. Jen and I thank you so much for practicing with us today. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.